What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Heron Heads podcast. My name is Julio, and I'm joined today by a friend and fellow Inter Miami fan, Jose. Everyone else is just, out and about, messing around, falling asleep. Who knows? A bit of a late episode, but we were all scattered about this past weekend, so we figured we'd go live and still break down all the action from the first game of the MLS Cup Playoffs for Inter Miami, where they took on Nashville and won by a final score of 3-1. But before we dive into that, I want to give a huge shout out to our friends over at Floofball. This episode is brought to you by Floofball, the up-and-coming dog toy brand for football-loving pups.
Floofball makes soccer-inspired plush toys and bandanas so your dog can rep your favorite team right alongside you.
Their Floofball Miami collection is perfect for match day, featuring a pink plush soccer ball and team-style bandanas that scream, Vamos Miami.
Whether you're at the park or watching the game from the couch, your pup will be looking like the true 12th man.
Grab your pup the soccer kit they deserve at floofball.com. That's FLOOFBALL.com and receive 10% off your first purchase with code Heron Heads at checkout. Head on over to floofball.com. Use the code Heron Heads. You'll get 10% off your first purchase. Also make really good toys for your kids to kick around the house and you not have to worry about them knocking stuff over with too much force. So last couple of things here of housekeeping. If you guys are watching on YouTube, thanks so much for stopping by. Hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Shout out to our Chief Heron Heads, Mighty V and Dragon Lord. Thank you as always for the continued generous support. And if you'd like to support us on Patreon or check out our merch store, links for all those things, as well as our Discord server, are in the description wherever you are listening. And with all that out of the way, and without further ado, let's talk about this win against Nashville. Inter Miami get off to a good start for the playoffs in this first round, which is the best of three. And yeah, I mean, ever since Nashville kind of dominated us in the first game of the regular season finale, it's kind of been all Inter Miami, which is great to see.
I think it's a combined, like, is it 7-0 that we've set 7-1?
Right, 7-1.
That Mukhtar one doesn't count. He was still in the doghouse.
I was gonna bring that up. He was definitely in the Mukhtar doghouse, and I don't think the nature of that goal changes like how Nashville feels. Like it'd be different if they scored a goal in the run of play. Yeah, I mean, like, you get a goal from a free kick. It's a goal. I don't want to take anything away from it, but it'd be different if Nashville grew into the game and sort of had some high danger opportunities and they broke down the door and eventually, they got in, which, by the way, they did have chances throughout the match, but the nature of the goal being a free kick, direct free kick goal.
It was nice.
It was, but I think that is a little bit different of an impact when you hear like Twelman on the broadcast being like, oh, well, like that could change up how Nashville approach the next game. I don't think that's necessarily true based off of just that goal. I think if they take anything, it's that, hey, if we're going to play like this again, we're going to lose. And it's kind of the same old story with anyone that plays against Inter Miami is if you don't take your chances when you get them, like I think it was Schaffelberg had a huge opportunity early in the match.
He like slipped or something like that.
Yeah, but if you don't take your chances, Inter Miami lately have been taking their chances and it's just going to bite you in the butt. So
it's funny because we're not even a high pressing team in the sense of like trying to cause turnovers, right? Like trying to get in your head a little bit. It's kind of like when you just make a mistake that was kind of silly, right? Like
I mean, the first goal kind of was like a bit of a press, and credit to Luis Suarez, who we always bash.
Right, he
sort of started it, and then it ended up getting pinned on the sideline with Allende, who made a really nice play to get the ball back and passed it over to DePaul, who then went to Suarez.
DePaul to Messi to then he drove
Suarez to Messi.
Right. And that was a beautiful sequence all around, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you want to see. It's like someone forces the turnover, which doesn't often happen. I mean, we try to press occasionally, but being able to actually generate the turnover off of that is obviously massive. But to then act on it, and Inter Miami is a very slow build-up type of team. So when they're able to get teams on the back foot, it does create a ton of danger for the opposition, because you have Suarez, who we said all season long has been much better as a playmaker, and he gets the ball
on
kind
the
of
right
the
wing,
box.
kind of.
Yeah, and plays a perfect ball over to Messi, and Messi makes no mistake of it and heads it home, which you never necessarily expect Messi to get a headed goal, but
I mean,
he knows what to do.
Incredible odds on Hard Rock Bets, not a sponsor. It's incredible. Like just the little precision pass that he put right in the middle of the box, just away from everyone else, where only Messi can get it. That's what you want.
Yeah,
ultimately, that's what you want from him.
Right.
Helped our XG. We had 2.34 XG. You said they had chances. They had 0.62 chances. We kind of dominated the ball position, but not really. It was 55% to 45. Usually, I feel like we always try to get the 60, 65. They consider that we had 5 big chances. They had 2, so they had opportunities for sure. But stout game, I think Noah Allen was the one that had that turnover where Schaffelberg was able to kind of. I mean, that's stuff that you
took
don't
it right
expect.
out of his pocket.
Yeah, and it's funny because I remember last year I was just all over Schaffelberg, where I was like, this guy's gonna give us a problem on that wing. Right? I mean, because he was up to who did we have out there at the time? I think was it before Jordi Alba? I don't remember, but I've always liked Schaffelberg's the way he plays.
It's just pace, man.
His pace is awesome. So when you have him there up the middle, I was like, oh my god, this is a terrible start.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Nashville in general is they came out and it felt like they didn't come out with energy, and we see this oftentimes with Inter Miami. They come out and they're like, we can sort of sleepwalk through and we'll be okay. But outside of that Schaffelberg chance, they didn't generate a lot of high danger opportunities, to your point. And Inter Miami were hunting. I mean, they were up for it. They were going for it. They generated a number of high danger chances early.
It's the way we like seeing them. Just
of course,
ears pinned back and just looking for a way to just get Messi the ball and just somehow have him make some plays.
Yeah, and I mean,
he's been on a tear lately, man.
What's that?
Messi's been on a tear.
I mean, yeah, he's the Golden Boot officially was presented to him, and he's been colloquially named the Brace Man, and he made an appearance on Saturday. But yeah, to me, it's DePaul had a good game, and that's something that I think desperately need. And the lineup was really good. I mean, we had two main players, Baltasar
the left
and
wing,
Ian Frey.
Nice.
Those are two massive inclusions in the starting lineup. I think Frey, as we saw with the second goal, I think Frey is a huge component to the success that we have in this playoff run, because he just stretches opposition's defense in a way that Chelo, I don't think, can. And both are not the best defenders, but I think Ian Frey as a whole brings more to the game than Chelo. And I thought Frey had another good game. His assist on the second goal was really, really well placed. And again, another person that we don't always credit, but Allende finding the perfect pocket of space behind Walker Zimmerman to then play a very good header past Joe Willis. Credit to both of them, Frey and Allende. Allende puts away the header early-ish on into the second half. I think it was like the 60th minute or thereabouts. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot to take away from this match to like. It felt like we limited the amount of moments where you as a fan are watching and you go, oh my gosh, we're going to get just destroyed as we progress through the playoffs. It felt like maybe less panicky, at least from my side.
No, and the thing is, when your best players show up in big games, it also helps, right? Where I feel like a lot of times we've had a lot of disappearance acts, and maybe they don't think it's a big game, but they showed up. And Julio, when it's a big game, I do feel like we show up. Sometimes we don't. I
would say sometimes.
You're right.
Like sometimes. But it's weird, and that's sort of my biggest concern.
Like last year, we didn't in the playoffs, right?
Right. Well, I just it's the inconsistency with this team that they need to sort of still prove us wrong, because we say we show up to the big games. Like, look at Seattle. Look at the finals that we were in, this season.
Yes, it's terrible. You're right. No, we haven't been showing up.
But they have the ability to.
I totally
right?
walked off of my initial hot take. We show up when it counts.
The thing is, you look at a game
really
like this. You look at the second half against Nashville in the regular season finale, and you're like, yeah, this team can go toe to toe with anyone. They just have these stretches of time where they feel like they have no energy. They feel like they don't have the impetus to go and take the game, and they have all the talent to do so.
I always look at, honestly, and it's funny because I forgot. I don't know if this was something that in halfway through the season it was becoming a trend that teams would kind of would start saying that a little bit. It was like a little bit of a rumor that teams were waiting until the 62nd minute, and that's when it was like, our energy level went from here to, and just wait for it. And that I always look out for it, right? Because I'm like, is it true? I don't know. It makes sense. But let's say we come out guns blazing, and then by the end of it, we're running out of bullets,
Yeah, I mean the trouble with that is, depending on who gets the chances leading up to those 62 minutes, it might be too big of a hole to dig yourself out of. Yeah. Like if Suarez gets a couple of the chances, maybe he doesn't put them all away. Maybe he puts one away or maybe two. But like Messi had the most dangerous chance in the first half and absolutely buried it. And then you come out and around the 60th minute, you get the second one. And now it's just panic. Nashville at that point had allowed 6 straight goals to Inter Miami. And it's like, how do we overcome this mountain? So I think maybe in the regular season you can play that way because you're in the midst of, especially with Inter Miami, I mean, like 2 games every single week. But now that the matches get a little more spread out, Inter Miami have the opportunity to get their legs underneath them, to be able to recover between matches and come out with all the energy in the world that can spread out across an entire match, not just 60 minutes.
And what do you think about this comment? I hope we get a third game because players getting a 3-week rest in between this competition is not a good idea.
I mean, I hope we win the next game.
Yeah, I don't want to wait till the third game, bro. I just because the panic for me will definitely ensue, where it's like, yeah, okay, we're kind of wanting it to get to third, but in theory, if it works out that way, fine. But I don't know, man. I don't want it to get to a third game where all of a sudden it's do or die.
Yeah, I mean, like you want to exert your dominance. You want to absolutely exert your dominance over teams when you have the opportunity to do so, and when you can put a team away. Like a Nashville, which can be very dangerous. Like, what are we doing? We're just playing with fire. Yeah. I don't hope we get to a third game. I understand the logic of like, oh, a 3-week break. They're going to come out and they might be lethargic after 3 weeks off, but I'm willing to take that chance if it means we advance and don't even play with that fire.
Yeah. And I'm not really worried about their 3 weeks because ultimately, Jose, it's one of those things that, brother, we need to get these guys rested anyways. These are older players in the sense of that we have a different like did you notice something I noticed also, and I'm curious about if it's like something to look out for now. You know how Bright isn't going to get extended, it appears, right?
Sure. Potentially.
Okay. He got it in the 89th minute. I'm curious if that's going to be a trend now, just because of he's not extending I get it.
I think it depends. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it is completely dependent on what's going on in the match because Inter Miami had control of the game. I suppose they could have subbed him on a little bit earlier to help solidify, the lead and hold out. It's just
something to look at. I don't think
there's any merit to
that. That's something I was noticing. I was like, I wonder why
he's too good to be like, oh well, he's not extending here. He's not going to see the pitch. That's stupid. He makes us a better team when he's on the pitch usually, but I think it's game dependent. I mean, for all we know, we may see him, at the 70th minute this next match, or I wouldn't be shocked if he started somehow in during the playoffs. He's a very important piece to this puzzle,
defensive wise, for me at least.
I don't need him to be like chucking assists and scoring goals. I mean, it'd be great if he did, but that's not why you have him in the lineup.
I get to sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Let's do it.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
And now it's time for Jose's most and least of the match, presented by SofaScore.
Just you and me. So this will be very quickly. Obviously, Messi with Mr. Braceman is at the top with 8.8 with most of the match. Who is someone that you were very intrigued with that you liked watching? Maybe name 2 players.
I mean, I thought DePaul had a better than usual game for his time at Inter Miami, so I'll say DePaul, even though he probably doesn't have a very high number rating compared to someone who got on the score sheet.
It's funny because not just to mention it, he had a yellow card, right?
Yeah,
and he had a 7.2 rating.
Yeah,
and that's just 2 off of the guy that I would have mentioned, which is Ian Frey.
Mm-hmm. He was my next guest.
Man, it's funny, like, but Baltasar and Ian Frey, just like you were saying earlier, like they do bring a little bit of youth in there, where it's just a little bit of an up-pick start, something fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian Frey brought it, man. It was a pleasure to watch him. The pass that Messi got to him and was able to. I think there's 2 big chances that Frey had. Well, the one was the pass, which I was going to mention. That pass into the box that ended with a header from Allende, I believe.
Yeah.
What a great play that set up from Messi to him, and it was beautifully touched. It wasn't so far away,
That was perfect. It's one of the ones where you're like, Allende had no choice but to score. Even though Allende did a good job, I will say.
I'm gonna tell you, he could have missed that a variety of ways.
100%. 100%.
But that one, and then I'm disappointed that he had an open shot right at the goalie. He went to the right. It sucks. I just get it on the goalie, hit it around. I was also impressed with Allende. He had a few nice opportunities that, honestly, bro, if we get that Allende, it's amazing for us. Just a right winger where he picks his spots. Like when he ripped through there was a play that it hit the goalie and it was out, but that play told me a lot of what we want, right? Where he cut right up the middle. It was timed beautifully. I believe it was it Boosie that threw it up to him? I don't know. But someone just threw it right up to him like a little teardrop. It had to have been a Boosie pass because I don't think many people could do that. I don't know, but I could be wrong. But it was so beautifully placed that you had to shoot it. But typically speaking, he wouldn't have gathered it in a proper way. I don't even think he got it. I think he just won off there and hit perfectly off the goalkeeper for but we want that. We want that.
I think if Allende can do his part at keeping the defense honest, keeping them sort of backpedaling and making sure they know where he is, it just takes a percentage amount of attention away from Suarez and Messi and everyone else that we would be more comfortable with in attack.
Absolutely. So who was your second one? I mean, I already mentioned that. You mentioned RDP.
Yeah, I mean, I would have said like Frey or something. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, Suarez, his playmaking.
Is just good, I enjoyed watching. I enjoyed watching him. I don't know. I'm not crazy.
I thought he had a decent match. He had that sequence where he had like the double shot on target.
I hate
which
playing like 120. How many minutes did he play? Like, I hate that.
Yeah, well, all of them. It's funny because I was like, man, like
11 plus. I was like, what's happening?
When it was 2-0 before Messi scored the brace, I was like, man, like, do you kind of consider taking them off? And then I was like, oh, Nashville score 1, and then it gets kind of hairy, and then we scored the third, and I was like, take everyone off, like sub everyone off right now.
Yeah, man, just get them out of here. But it's just like Dusan just said. Yeah, we have. I don't even know. This is just one of those Jose off the cuff, no research involved. Hot take. We're the oldest team right now in the playoffs for MLS. Right?
Maybe.
Probably. At least we count on the oldest guys. So, like, for me, I don't want these guys playing at all. Like, we won the game, wrap it up, brief everything in your briefcase. You're done. Get out. You're done with work. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, there's a level of protection that the manager should afford his players, right? Like, to take them out of situations where they could start accumulating yellow cards or they could get injured, if they've already played 90 plus grueling minutes. So I think there's a component of that. And yeah, man, like get Messi off the pitch, walking under his own power, comfortable, not feeling anything tight. And that is a huge win on top of obviously like the actual win of the match.
Of course.
You need Messi to win,
especially
the
you're up
trophy.
3-0, you know.
Right.
All right, so then the least of the match, who are you like looking at and you're like, oh my god, this guy's so annoying to look at?
I thought Alba was kind of a ghost in this match. And then just our defense, like Falcon, I didn't think was very good. But yeah, Alba for me, maybe he may not be the least of the match, but he was one of the more disappointing players in this match to me.
Because you expect more.
Yeah, of course.
And he's
especially him. He's so
going out with a bang. He's retiring. You kind of want him to just end it like his glorious career.
I mean, like Suarez has sort of taken up the mantle this season, but Jordi Alba is a massive contributor to the goal sheet. I mean, his goal contribution is one of the reasons why Miami scored as many goals as they did this season was in part because of the number of assists and direct goals that he made too. So seeing him, I don't know, like not that involved compared to other matches was, just not up to his usual level.
Annoying. For me, it was Noah Allen, just because that's silly play. And the thing is that Noah Allen is not. And why am I hard on Noah Allen? Well, because this show for a long time we praise him. He's a Miami product, you know. From I think he went to Weston. Am I mistaken? That's where his youth was from. But he's a youth academy guy, right? We want him to do well. What's upsetting is when he's not necessarily the most athletic specimen that we have out there on the pitch. Him being from the academy, all these things that necessarily that he's not from Europe. You got a lot of things up against you, right? Like you almost want him to be perfect.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And those are the things that you cannot do, especially in the playoffs, because you're a center back. You're an undersized center back. Like that can be
right.
That can be what happens. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you give up a header or something stupid like that, but like, come on, man. That's all disappointing to watch.
I agree. So who was the actual least of the match?
The least of the match, for some reason, this is where it was kind of confusing. Rios Novo, for some reason, he had a 6.6. I mean, I don't know. I
just didn't have a lot to do.
Yeah, like right.
So if you face 3 shots and you allow 1 goal, you're like, It's like in hockey, like your save percentage then is 2/3.
Yeah.
You're like, tough match.
Yeah.
He was fine. I thought Rios Novo was fine. He had a couple shots that were straight at him that he saved, obviously, which is good. You know, you don't want to see him spilling those.
Like what's his face?
Like Willis on the Nashville side.
Twice, I believe, right?
Yeah.
He had 2 opportunities.
It was like 2 collisions with his own players.
One of them was a rough one. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he.
Well, the first one was worse, and then the second one was almost like a copy of it. And I don't know if maybe he had like PTSD from 5 minutes before.
Terrible.
But then he like sits up and he looks at Zimmerman. He's like, "What are you doing, man?
Your knee was in my head."
My goodness.
I felt bad for him. I was like, oh my god, you're terrible.
But yeah, so what was Alba's rating out of curiosity, if you have it?
Yeah, he was a 6.9.
Yeah, I mean that's lower than you would expect from Jordi Alba.
No, Adam was a 7.0.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they allowed 1 late goal. They played overall a very solid game. But again, like Nashville, I don't know what it was, man. I don't know if maybe we sort of squeezed the life out of them with the way our midfield was playing. We didn't overwhelm them with possession, but it was a lot of toothless possession for Nashville, which I expect to be much different in this next game.
We wanted that. Like we wanted them to,
of course,
stay back a little and just make an errant pass.
Oh my gosh, the first half in the last match before that, when they were all over us, I'm like, please stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's absolutely nice to see the other team be the sleepwalking team for, I mean, most of a match.
Yeah, and now we have them coming in. We're going over there now.
Correct.
To Nashville. I always get nervous when we go to somewhere to other stadiums. I'm gonna be honest with you. I always feel like you know how we were just saying that if we gotta get them. I always feel when we go to away team, like we're not the same team. And
Yeah.
I'm curious how we respond after just throttling them here. If we stay with a pin our ears back kind of mentality, because it's the playoffs. We have 0 trophies for this year. We should not at all. We should not at all just take the foot off the pedal. There's no reason for us to believe that we're the only trophy we got is an individual trophy, and I love it. I'm very happy about it. But like, come on, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think from Inter Miami's perspective, they need to go out with the same sort of mindset,
Absolutely.
but you have to be ready to react for how Nashville's going to come out, because they're going to come out with a lot more energy. You would expect.
Their backs are absolutely against the wall now. So
Right.
I expect to get their best punch, and I want us to have the same freaking intensity that we had in the last game, because we cannot let up, bro. We can't let up.
Yeah,
we're talented, obviously, but we have lapses as well.
Of course. And that's the type of thing that we need to overcome, because those will not go away. I mean, our defense is going to be a problem at some point in this playoff run. So we need to be able to overcome it with just clinical offense.
What's something that you're looking for Nashville potentially changing up a bit to kind of change how the game went?
Just Mukhtar really just carrying the play more and turning upfield and forcing the issue. It felt like Nashville had some trouble getting him the ball early in this match. Later in the match, they had a little bit more opportunity to do that, but I think they'll try to get him more involved early. And, I don't think Schaffelberg's overly dangerous this season compared to last season or the year before, but Surge missed a couple opportunities that he hasn't this season. So expect like Mukhtar trying to find Surge, and that duo can do a lot of damage.
Would you take Schaffelberg or Allende? Like on our team?
I'll take Schaffelberg just because he's faster. I like their offensive talents. I would very much compare.
Yeah.
But Schaffelberg's faster, and we don't really have anyone with that level of pace.
Yeah. Yeah. When I'm watching him, I'm like, damn, bro, I wish we had that.
He's a rocket. It's crazy. He's so fast. It's so fun. Imagine being that fast. Have you ever?
Do you imagine having guys like we? Like,
just imagine one time in your life running that fast.
So fast.
Unbelievable.
Oh man, I'll definitely fall off the treadmill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So that match is on Saturday. Kickoff was very nicely at 8 p.m. I gotta say, I was a fan of that. But just checking really quick here, kickoff is at 7:30 on Saturday.
And I loved it on Friday night, to be honest. I got nothing going for me on Friday night. Usually, I'm like, it's perfect.
Well, it's Saturday night.
Well, no, I know, but
last week. Yeah. Agreed. So yeah, I mean, you got to feel good heading into that match. I certainly am filled with confidence
right now. I'm feeling good right now. I'm still cautiously optimistic because I never know what Inter Miami team will step onto the pitch ultimately.
I agree. I think Mascherano should stick with the lineup that he had.
We have a lot left in the tank, though. To be honest, like for example, like you said, Alba didn't have a good game. Maybe Alba can have a good game and carry us a little bit. We need to have that consistent play from RDP. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of that, and God forbid he just gets it going with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if those guys can raise their level to what their just like average is, it puts so much pressure on the other team to keep up because just we will generate so many chances.
Just solid players all around is what I expect. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree. So yeah, bit of news: Messi was officially named the league MVP. So that's pretty exciting.
That's right now.
Yeah, a few hours ago. But yeah, officially official. Messi is the MVP of the league for the second year in a row, which is very nice. But yeah,
I know he had the golden boot.
Yes. Yeah, so that was announced. I mean, that's just a statistic, right? Like that's whoever has the most goals, but the MVP gets voted on. I think media.
Incredible.
I think players. I don't quote me on that, but definitely
how he's had such a dominant year and we haven't got any trophies is also kind of sad.
I mean, yeah,
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Isn't that crazy?
it's absolutely crazy. But I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with Mascherano and the tactics. I think it's been really poor this season. And our defense, like we didn't shore up our defense. And that is a glaring, of all the places to be bad at, that's a pretty tough place to be bad at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the goalkeeper situation too has been in flux all season. Rios Nova is now sort of the de facto starter, which is fine until it's not.
Oh, that was he's like our third goalkeeper.
Yeah,
actually,
heading into the season.
He's a third stringer.
Right. So it just makes it difficult to, especially when you get to tournament play and it's like single elimination. So I think that makes it really hard. And obviously it sucks because again, Messi has this incredible season and you have nothing to show for it really from a team standpoint.
Dusan, I read that as well. That Messi urges the MLS to scrap salary caps. Every team should sign whoever they want without limitations. It'll help draw star players and elevate U.S. soccer ahead of the 20s.
Wouldn't that be nice if the MLS did what every other league in the world did?
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
they handicap themselves for no reason.
I'm going to tell you, if he's saying that, what do you think that the hidden thing behind that is, Julio?
Yeah, that people aren't coming because they're not getting paid.
I'm thinking he has people that would like to come, but
that's what I'm saying. They're not coming. They're not coming because they won't be able to get the money that they deserve.
It's so stupid.
It is stupid. It's self-imposed limitations.
Stupid. It's self-imposed stupid.
Right. It's just ridiculous. But that's a conversation that you could have any day of the week with the MLS. Like they just make life harder for themselves.
I believe he also said he's excited. He wants to be at 100%, but he's excited to participate in which would be his last World Cup.
Yes. Yeah.
So he's
absolutely going to. He's going to do everything in his power to participate in that.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah,
that's amazing. And plus, he's been helping U.S. soccer, get jump forward, and that's main stage.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he goes into that World Cup with a MLS Cup in his trophy cabinet.
I would love that.
So yeah, next match is Saturday. We'll be live after the match. And to all those of you audio listeners, if you could do us a huge favor, leave us a review wherever you're listening. And for those of you watching live on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the show. And thanks for tuning into the Heron Heads podcast, your first stop for all things Inter Miami. We'll catch you guys on Saturday. Have a great rest of your week.